here we go.
And here we go is right. So why on earth am I creating a YouTube channel? Why would anybody create a YouTube channel? I think for me, it's to do something outside of my 9 to 5, to create something, to be productive. I feel many people get lost in just waking up, going to work, and coming home and watching TV and just doing nothing for the rest of the day. And I think there's more to life than that. I also think creating alternate streams of income is going to be essential in this new world that we're heading into. It's kind of uncharted territory with AI, and we're just seeing the infancy of the stages of this AI movement, especially with these recent graduates. They're having a hard time finding jobs because the AI could do the entry-level task at ease and with virtually no cost. So I think creating alternate streams of income is going to be important going forward. And I just think this is one way in which you can try and capture that. Now, obviously, building a YouTube channel is going to take a long time before you start making some big bucks. But I think it's good to just start creating something, coming home and looking something forward to doing instead of just sitting there. I also think that building a personal brand is a good way to get into the alternative streams of income. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm kind of just going to freeball it, talk like a normal person. I think, instead of trying to be perfect and plan what I say and plan what I do in these videos, I'm just going to try and talk and show you that it's okay to fumble over your words. It's okay to pause and think what words come out of your mouth before you blur them out. I feel too often people immediately blur out a word salad, myself included. I do it all the time, before they actually just sit there and think what they should be saying. So yeah, I encourage you guys to create alternate streams of income. It doesn't have to be a YouTube channel. It could be real estate, investing, TikToks, side gig, side business, whatever it is, whatever is going to drive you outside of what your normal job is, I think is going to be good for anybody going forward. It'll give you a sense of purpose. Me, I'm going to give this YouTube thing a shot and see what it is. I'm just going to keep going too. I think, too many times people, and whatever it may be, they try something new and, after the first time they give up, after a week they give up, after a month they give up, and you can't do that. Nothing is going to come that quickly, that fast, unless you're the luckiest person in the world. So you just got to go for it, and you got to keep going. That's the most important thing, is being consistent, and then hopefully it'll add up at some point. Am I going to show my face in these videos? Maybe in the future. I don't know. If we can take off at some point, you guys help me get there. Maybe I'll show my face. Trust me, you ain't missing out on much. I'm an average looking guy, maybe slightly above average looking guy. Well, maybe I'm being too generous. So why did I choose Millennials as the channel name? Well, really, it's just the microgeneration that I'm a part of. You're probably like, what the hell is a microgeneration? And it's really just the gray area between Millennials and Gen Z. So we don't really identify with either because we were kind of born near the border. I think the definition is around 1993 to 99. I think there's some leeway with that. But I'm just giving the opinions of a person in their late 20s, early 30s, probably past their quarter life crisis, starting to go up the corporate ladder. Some of us are married, some of us are single, some of us are having kids, kind of all over the place. But we're kind of, separated from the millennial generation because we weren't communicating with each other through email, but we're not really Gen Z either because we didn't have the iPhone early in our lives, and we were kind of, figuring out social media as it was being created. So I just chose the name as the brand of this channel because that's just the age group that I'm a part of. And, maybe, if you subscribe, if you're in this micro generation, you'll somewhat understand what I'm talking about from this age group. And if not, maybe you'll learn something, or you could just sit there and make fun of me. Don't really care. But I'm going to be doing a bunch of random videos, random rants, things I like. Obviously, I'll be doing things about the Zillennial generation, things from the early 2000s, things we liked, things we didn't like. Video games, I don't know. I am just awful at video games. Awful's not even the right word. That's an understatement. I am just dreadful at them. And maybe if you guys want to see me laugh while I play them and get frustrated, maybe we could do that. But yeah, I am just not good at video games. But I think to start the channel and try and grow it, I'm going to do an NFL Survivor pool because NFL's right around the corner and everybody's kind of getting hyped for it. So I'll do one of those videos every week until I get eliminated. Maybe if you guys are in a Survivor League, you could tail it. I'm also good at football betting. So maybe I'll do like a ladder challenge at one point. It's funny, I always build the bankroll during football, and then I'll bet other sports after football, and I'll just lose all the money I made during football season. So maybe I'll do that at some point. If you guys got any ideas regarding building this channel, let me know. I think building a community is half the YouTube battle. So if you guys have any questions or you need advice on anything, hit the comment lines. I'm sure there's going to be like 1 or 2 comments on the first video anyway, if I'm lucky, right? But yeah, tell me what kind of videos you want me to do, and like, comment, and subscribe, and let's see if I could take this thing to the promised land, right? Let's see if I can build this thing from nothing. All right, that's going to be it for the first video. Thank you guys for listening all the way through if you made it this far. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.